Okay, so just recap what we did yesterday. So we learned yesterday what is node, what is pool member, what is pool, what is virtual, or we can say BIP. And after that we discuss deployment. Then one arm deployment, two arm deployment, and path. After that we discuss in detail one arm, two arm, and path. Then we discuss what is load balancing, static, dynamic, failure. We just see this slide, but we need to go deep dive into so after that we discuss what is the round robin. Round robin, after we see the example of round robin, that request always going to the all servers, means first request goes to here, second here, third here, then fourth request here, fifth here, and then sixth here, right? So this is the just example. Then we discussed static ratio load balancing. Okay, ratio load balancing method, how we can define the ratio. Here we the example, right? The three requests on this server, two on this server, and one on this server, right? Three, two, one. After that again three, two, one, right? After that we just, I think we discussed till here, right? Or we discussed this fastest connection too. Okay, let's start from here. So we will just cover a little bit theory, but today we will cover the our practical lab also. So in the fastest connects, it's also come under the dynamic load balancing, right? And this load balancing method distribute new connection to the members or node that are currently has the fewest outstanding layer 7 required. It distributed new connection to the server, which is very fast in response, right? If the virtual server does not have the both the TCP and layer 7 profile assigned, the LTM cannot track the request and response. Load balancing will fail back to the least connection. So we will see where we can apply this TCP and layer 7 in the virtual. Okay. This is the example of this. So you see, we have 187 request on this one, 125 on this one, and 47 on this one. Okay. So maximum request we have on this one, then this one, then we can say medium, high, and low. Low 47, medium 125, and 187 is the highest. After that, we have the weighted least connection. So I think we can start this object, and we can start with the lab. Okay, let's do the lab. Otherwise, we are going to deep dive into this theory part. Let me log in into the lab. So you guys got your access on the lab? No. Yes, no, nothing. No, sir, no.
Yes, I got it, but I have not.
Licenses. So you not got the license?
Yeah, I have not tried it. I got it yesterday only.
Okay, no worries. So we will discuss. Okay. So this is the topology like I have made. Okay. So here we have like the front end PC. We can say user PC, right? This is the management PC, right? This is our F5. This is the backend. Server 1, server 2. So we will configure this network like 10.1.1.10, 10.1.1.20. We can configure the VIP like 10.1.1.100, right? And the front end would be front end connection like these servers, sorry, client maybe 172.16.1.10, 172.16.1.20. So these two, this would be the like front end, and this would be your back end, right? Here this is like this is the just management only. Okay. So you guys means you guys know like how we can create the topology in this lab, or you need any assistant? I think this is the simple topology. Like, these are the window PC, both, right? This is the L2 switch. This is our F5. This is again L2 switch. These are not the server. These are the like router. So hope you guys know like how we can enable the HTTP and HTTPS on router, right? But we will do like from scratch. Don't worry. I will do from scratch. So let me power on lab. On the lab, like you need to click on the start nodes if you want to like start all nodes in one go, or we have other option like you can select these and right click start selected. And this management just like go click or right click on the screen, click on the network, and here you see management cloud 0. So this one we need like for management access and all. And who have the like the question like I think last week that type of license how we can see? Who was asking? Suraj, you were asking, or the Pratik were asking? I don't know. Regarding license, or Anurag, you were asking?
Anurag was, I think, the person.
Anurag?
Uh, no, sir, I was asking the how to get the trial license. So anyway,
No,
sir,
someone have the question like means how much type of license like in production how much type we have license and all. So let me give you some brief on the license also till the time lab is opening. Mhm.
अरविंद सर जो आपकी पीपीटी सर जो आप अभी एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं तो ये वाली सर शेयर कर सकते हैं जस्ट फॉर टॉपिक सर हमें मिल जाएंगे मोटे मोटे कि व्हाट वी
पीपीटी पीपीटी तो शेयर नहीं कर सकते। बट मैं आपको देता हूँ कुछ ना, कुछ अच्छा बना के देता हूँ।
नहीं
तो
सर, एक्चुअली में जो आपका आपके इसमें ना सर, जो टॉपिक्स हैं तो वो टॉपिक्स हमारे लिए बेसिकली मेन हो जाएंगे कि हाँ ये जैसे पूल हो गया, पूल मेंबर हो गया, मोटे मोटे टॉपिक्स सर हमें पता चल जाएंगे ये चीज करनी है, तो
ठीक
जस्ट
है,
इसके
ठीक है,
लिए।
ठीक है, ओके। So first focus on this one, okay? So see, this is the license, okay? So you can see like, here the license is showing production, right? This one. But if you see like, the type, or we can say like, if we need to save the cost, if we need to save cost, what we need to do, like, if you see right now we have like, 1 gigabit, right? And if I show the other license, this is also the production, but here like, you see the how much throughput we have, 200 Mbps. So we can save our cost. If you not required 1 GB, yes, so you can like, use the 200 only. And these all license come under the production only, right?
So these license type is based on the throughput.
Say again.
The license type is based on the
Based on the group.
throughput जो
Yeah,
लोड है।
throughput. Yeah, so you see like, throughput we have only 200 Mbps, because there is no like, highest traffic, or no, not required highest throughput, right? So that's the reason here we have 200 Mbps. But if you talked about like, the other, where we need like, high throughput, see, we have 1G, right? Okay, so now lab is open. Let me start. Okay, so from backend we can start. Okay, so this is our server 1, and this is our server 2. So let's configure server 1 first. Let me take console as well of this one. So this is router only. You see the interface, right? Okay, so let's configure enabled config T First of all, we will give the name. So this is server 1, right? This is server 1. So what first of all, we can create the username and password. So username Cisco privilege 15 secret Cisco. And now we can configure line with TY to 4 login 0 login local uh, uh, log password. No need for password because we have already provided. So login local and HTTP server. So this is we have activate the port 80 service. Then IP HTTP secure server. IP HTTP authentication local. Anything we need to configure or it's enough? Who is expert in Cisco? Anurag, Suraj, Hirak.
Not much
So
good in Cisco.
good. But we forgot something, right? We need to configure the interface as well. 0 by 0. Config the interface EIG 0 by 0. Right? IP space address. What? Okay, let's see 21.10 space 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. IP default gateway 10.26.1.100. So why we are giving 1.100? What would be the IP? This is our F5 IP, right? So this is done by here we need to do anything or it's enough to use the HTTP and HTTPS only. Server to username Cisco privilege 15 secret Cisco IP space HTTP server IP space HTTP secure server IP space HTTP authentication local config the interface GIG 0 by 0, right? IP address 10 126.1.20 shut down IP default gateway 10.26.1.100. So let's just for the knowledge purpose, or we can say identification purpose, we are just setting the IP also. Okay. So this is the 1026, the other one 1026.1.20. So both server have IP now. This is the L2C, so we are not doing any configuration on this one. And 26.1.100. What is that? Anyone? Self IP. So this is the self IP of the F5 interface. Right. Now what we need, we need to configure this front end PC as well. Right. And we have the IP, the management IP of F5, 192.168.1.66. I guess I need to double check. That's on this PC. This PC is basically only for the management access. If you see, I have already written MGMT. So we have 192.161.108. How we can see the F5 IP? Anyone? Guys, I need answer how we can see the IP.
So system
Source is
in INT interface IP.
INT IP.
Yes.
That's not okay. Anurag. I need to check the IP of this F5, like, what is the management IP. Pritam, no one know? So you guys forgot list says this is the command. And you see the IP? This is the IP. And where I means I write, or we can say where I can put this command on the TMOS. To come into the TMOS, what we need to do? TMSH. So write down somewhere, like, this is the important command, like, whenever you stuck or whenever you are configuring, like, any box, okay, and you configured, like, your IP, and this is right now connected with the console cable. So you can write this command and you can see the IP, you can see the result here. So that with the help of this, what you can do, you can take the GUI access. Okay, so for example, I am here. Now I need to see my IP. So what command I need to run? Guys, we participate, please. Here we are, like, come with for learning, like, right? Your voice is your voice is too low, Anurag.
Sir, first we will go to the TMSH.
No, I don't want to go to, like, TMSH. Hmm? So command for this, what would be the
Hi sir,
command?
good morning.
Hmm?
Good morning.
You are breaking.
हेलो
Yes.
सर मैंने अभी स्टैंड बाय पे ज्वाइन करके आज मैं ऑफिस में आया हूँ तो अर्जेंट को जैसा लगता है कुछ काम है तो मैं सिर्फ स्टैंड बाय पे हूँ मतलब इसके पूरी तरह से
Okay,
पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पाऊंगा
okay. No problem. Got it. So, like, the command would be, like, first of all TMSH, then list, then sys, then management, then -IP. We need to just add only TMSH because we are on the base mode, or we can say config mode, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can type here TMSH. What was the next TMSH? List sys management type. See, so this command is working. So write down these two commands. Okay, this will be run on our config mode. Right now we are on the config mode. See, like in Cisco we are in the config mode. But once we go to TMOS, or we can say TMSH, then we need to write only list sys management IP. Yes, Anurag? Anurag?
Yes.
Any doubt?
No.
Okay. So let me write here 192.168.1.66. This is our management I have already written, so we can delete this one. Current and done. Okay. So let's configure this F5 now. So don't know what is something is going on the lab. I'm just stop sharing my screen. Give me seconds. Let me bring up the other lab. Okay, so I'm just sharing the other lab. Okay, let me share my screen. You guys able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the one arm setup I have deployed. Okay, so you see these are these three servers: server 1, server 2, server 3. Okay, and this is the network for the backend. Here we have the self IP, and this is the BIP IP. This is the management IP. Okay, here we have also firewall. So you guys remember that we talked in one arm mode. Backend server may have the gateway of firewall or router, right? Remember? So in this case, what is happening right now? These all servers 10.26.1.3, 10.26.1.2, 10.26.1.1 having the gateway of firewall, Palo Alto, right? And what is the gateway IP? 10.26.1.150, right? And you see this backend is the backend only we have the network. The backend network is 10.26.1.0/24. 1 / 24. And what is the front end? 10.26.1.1 172.16.1.0/24. Right? These are three PC. 1, 2, 3. Maybe this PC have the IP like 16.1.1, 1.2, 1.3. This is simple L2 switch, no configuration, just plain switch. This is also plain configuration. Right? On the Palo Alto, we have like we have created two zone. Those like about firewall and the zone you know very well. So we have like internal zone and the external zone. All right. So in company, it's like if you have like existing environment, or we can say infra. So like this is your old network, right? Till here. Once F5, like the apps team asks then we need to deploy the F5. So as a IT or as a the whoever responsible for the adding the devices, they just put one cable, they rack stack the F5 into one rack, right? For example here, and connected one cable to F5 for the data purpose. And guys, on the F5 we have two plane, data plane and MGMT management plane. So for example, in any case we lose the access of the management, this cable cut. So it will impact to your data. Yes, no.
No, data plane will work continuously, but we
So you are saying no impact, right? This
no
cable
no
is
no.
cut.
Uh, if
Or
management
we can say this interface, the switch interface is disabled. So for example, this is our F5, okay. And here we have the switch, right? This is the management cable, and this switch is further connected to the data switch. This is the data cable. Somehow on this switch, this interface goes down, or we say error disabled. Somehow we break the connectivity. So now traffic will go to the servers, the front end traffic, or no?
The traffic will continue
How?
because the management port is just to access and access the device and configuration and make change. It will not affect.
Right, right. Good. Or in case the second question come into the picture, in case this is the F5, MGMT and data. Data is connected to these servers, right? 1, 2, 3. Right. And we have the management. This is your laptop, ITPC. Now, maybe here something we have switch. if the switch crashed, or we can say faulty, so you have the access and you have connected to the other switch. So you have the access or you will lose your access.
The ITPC will have the access in case of the data plane which is goes.
So you have the access, right? You will only see your 1.1 interface or maybe 2.1 interface. They will be just go to down. But if you see the management interface, it will show up, and you you are not losing your device access, right? So we have different data plane and management plane. This is management, this is data plane. Okay, come to picture again. So what we are discussing here. So this topology you understand now, or and I need to explain anything?
It's fine.
Fine. So in this topology, you see, we have this connected our management for both devices. I am using the one management, right? And this is the data cable, we can say, or data plane, right? So let's see the configuration now. So this is your server one, Cisco. So IP interface brief. This is the command. So we have IP 1.1. All right. So IP interface GIG 0x0. No. This is the complete interface command. Okay. There is nothing special. Simple configuration. Just provided the IP. Right. If you see so running config section gateway, or we can see the gateway. See, gateway is 150, right? 150 is your firewall IP, right? And if I'm logging into this 131, oh, my license will be expired today. So let me go to the local traffic. First of all, we can see the pool. See, so I have two types of pool, okay, and this HTTP pool. This is the HTTP pool. If you see the member, we have 10.26.1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and the service we are using here 80, right? 10.26 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. If I go to the other pool, see 10.26 1.1, but the service here what we are using, we are using 443. right? So yesterday, if you remember what we discussed, maybe one server have multiple services. In our cases, what we are using 443 and 80 on both one server, right? But what we did, like, so we did, like, we created 443 pool and we also created port 80 pool. Those are the different pool, right? And someone asking the question, like, do we need to configure the 2 bips for the same IP? So the answer is here. I think Suraj, you were asking this question, right?
Yes, yes.
So I think your doubt is clear now, right? So
Yes.
on this, like, 80, if you see, if I open this virtual, I go to resources, you see HTTP pool. So how much pool we have? HTTP and HTTPS. Okay. So on the HTTP virtual, what we did, we just added the HTTP pool, right? But other, like, the pool we have with the HTTPS, right? And here what we did, we added the HTTPS pool, right? Now, can someone, like, tell me that on this virtual, which is running on the 443, right? If I add the pool with port 80, it will be work or not? Answer please. Yes or no?
In the
It
same,
will, first of all, like, it will be work or not?
we have at the
एक
80
आईपी
port.
में एक ही पोर्ट चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा।
वन बाय वन दोबारा बोलो। Who want to give the answer? Anurag, you or Suraj, you? Pritam, okay. Yeah, Pritam, just tell
आप
me.
यही कह रहे हैं ना कि आप क्वेश्चन आपको ये है ना कि 10.26 जो 1.100 के साथ अभी डबल फोर
ये
थ्री चल रहे हैं
ये
pool में।
मेरी बिप, हाँ, ये मेरी बिप है।
हाँ,
और अभी
एक
इसमें जो
अगर
मेरा
हम
पूल
इसमें
चल रहा है वो भी HTTPS चल रहा है।
ठीक है,
बट अगर इस 443 के बिप में मैं पूल अपना 80 वाला ऐड कर दूं जो कि HTTP है,
नहीं चलेगा इसमें, नहीं चलेगा।
आप कह रहे हो यू आर विद दिस, ओके। सूरज,
Yes, yes.
यस,
Yeah, yeah.
ओके। अनुराग,
सर नहीं चलेगा।
क्यों नहीं चलेगा?
सर
और
एक्चुअली
सूरज, हाँ, पहले अनुराग आप बताओ।
ये the traffic is coming to one virtual server 10.26 1.200, so it will check this and route the traffic to a desired link service pool member.
Not able to understand what you are saying. सूरज, सूरज,
नहीं,
यू आर सेइंग चलेगा, ये कह रहे हैं नहीं चलेगा। आप करो चलेगा तो हाउ?
It will work. Yesterday we had
हम्म
checked all the that on the same server we have.
एक सर्विस में मल्टीपल आईपी हो सकते हैं, पर
नहीं, क्वेश्चन सिंपल इतना है कि मेरा फ्रंट एंड 443 है, बैक एंड मेरा 80 है, इट विल बी वर्क और नॉट?
It will work.
तो वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि मेरा वर्चुअल यहाँ पर 443 है,
नहीं
बट
सर,
मेरे पास पूल 80 है।
मैंने सोचा कि 443 रहेगा सर. Additionally we have to add the.
No, 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 no. We are removing the 443
Yes,
and we are using only pole 80 for only HTTPS.
that will work because it will send the traffic in the plain text.
Okay, then you come to in this category. Now Pratik, sorry Pritam.
वैसे तो डाटा मुझे पता है कि आप ये कह रहे हो ना कि एक आईडी की सर्विस आप दो ऐड कर रहे
नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ मेरा अभी यहाँ पर मेरा 443 है और मेरा जो बैकएंड है वो भी 443 है, ठीक है।
ठीक है,
इसके अंडर में जो रिसोर्सेस है वो HTTPS है, बट मैं इसको HTTP कर दूं तब क्या होगा?
चलेगा या आपने चलेगा फिर चलेगा
चलेगा,
ये सर
बट यहाँ
अगर
पर
अगर इधर सुनो आगे तो डबल कोड फ्री, अगर मैं इधर आपने इधर 80 कर दिया तो सर्विस ये डबल कोड फ्री रहेगी, ये 80 हो जाएगी जो जहाँ पे
हाँ,
सर्विस कोड लिखा है।
अभी देखो मैंने सिंपल क्या बताया आपको, मेरा जो बिप है वो है 10.26.1.200, राइट, विच इज रनिंग ऑन द 443। जो मेरे पूल मेंबर हैं 10.26.1.1, 1.2, 1.3, all are running on 80 HTTP. Here we are using HTTPS, right? तो इस अगर ये वाला मेरा केस है, ठीक है, तो इस केस को क्या बोलते हैं? ये मैंने आपको पढ़ाया था, इस केस को कुछ बोलते हैं ना? नहीं नहीं, पूल नहीं बोलते। जो अभी मेरा सिनेरियो है कि मेरा फ्रंट एंड 443 है और बैक एंड मेरा 80 है, अब ये तो पब्लिक के लिए हो गया ना, पब्लिक के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा?
हाँ सर वो चलेगा, क्योंकि जब जब उसके जब FI पे जब अपडेट करेगा तो FI से तो फिर ये 80 पे चला जाएगा।
हाँ, तो अभी यहाँ पर क्या होगा, सिंपल सिंपल क्या होगा कि ये मेरा पीसी है, ये यूजर पीसी है, राइट, ये मेरा F5 है और ये मेरे बैकएंड सर्वर है, राइट। तो अभी मेरे केस में क्या है, 10.26.1.1, 10.26.1.1.2.80, राइट। मेरा जो बिप कॉन्फ़िगर्ड है यहाँ पर वो क्या है, 10.26.1.200.443। तो इस यूजर के लिए ट्रैफिक कौन सा होगा, HTTP और HTTPS? कौन सा यूजर के लिए जो ट्रैफिक? HTTP, ठीक है, HTTPS, सही। So once user will access, user will put on his browser HTTPS : and the BIP IP, right? यही तो करता है यूजर। जब वो HTTPS यूज करेगा तो क्या होगा, इसके लिए क्या चाहिए हमें?
We need the certificate.
सर्टिफिकेट। और ये सर्टिफिकेट ऑफलोड कहाँ पर हो रहा है? F5 पे।
F5
तो इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? F5 SSL ऑफ लोडिंग।
ऑफलोड
ये कल हमने डिस्कस किया था ना? कल किया था, आई थिंक लास्ट वीक
कल
किया था।
कल क्या
राइट। तो ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है इंटरव्यू में, राइट? वो बोलेगा नहीं 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 नहीं, मेरा तो मैंने एक बिप बनाया 443 के साथ, और मेरे पास जो एप्लीकेशन टीम थी उसने बोला नहीं नहीं, मेरे पास तो सर्विस 80 है। ठीक है, बट एप्स टीम का रिक्वायरमेंट है कि मुझे अपना एप्लीकेशन पब्लिक के लिए होस्ट करना है, राइट? तो आप क्या बोलोगे उसको? ठीक है, वी नीड द सर्टिफिकेट, so what we can do the SSL offloading. Okay, so from user to our F5 the traffic will be encrypted, but from F5 to your server traffic will be right. समझ आ रहा है ना?
Yes.
Okay, let's come to the topology. हम लोग ज्यादा डीप तो नहीं जा रहे हैं?
नहीं सर बहुत सही जा रहे
कितना डीप जाओगे भैया? चलो, let's see. Okay, so this is the configuration, like we have the IP 10.26.1.1, 1.2, 1.3 on the servers, right? The servers have the gateway of the firewall, right? But now what is going on, like whenever this user is hitting, like accessing this BIP, तो ट्रैफिक कैसे जा रहा है? यहाँ से जाएगा फायरवॉल, मतलब स्विच पे गया, स्विच से फायरवॉल में गया, फायरवॉल ने इंस्पेक्ट किया कि ओके ये हमारा एक्सटर्नल जोन का ट्रैफिक है और इसको इंटरनल जोन में जाना है, राइट? तो फायरवॉल ने क्या करा, स्विच को भेज दिया। अब स्विच क्या करेगा? स्विच मेरा ट्रैफिक बिप को भेजेगा। अब बिप देखेगा मेरे पूल मेंबर इधर कॉन्फ़िगर है, तो ये ट्रैफिक यहाँ आएगा F5 पे, सॉरी स्विच पे, और स्विच क्या करेगा, इस ट्रैफिक को यहाँ भेजेगा, यहाँ भेजेगा, यहाँ भेजेगा। बट हु विल डिसाइड? स्विच विल डिसाइड और F5 विल डिसाइड?
F5.
Right. So F5 will decide that okay, you already send the traffic to 10.26.1.1, now send it to the 2, now send it to the 3. So how it will, like define this based on the load
Load
balancing
algorithm.
algo. So this question is also asked in interview. How F5 will decide that traffic will move to which server? So the simple answer based on the load balancing algo. यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन बड़ा है, आंसर बहुत छोटा है, बट इंटरव्यूअर चाहता है कि नहीं, उसको सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए, राइट? You see something on LinkedIn nowadays, like one tree and multiple fruits. There should be apple, lychee, banana, and all. So one position but multiple role, like. So let's erase this one. Yes, Anurag will do. अभी जस्ट ऊपर से आपको बता रहा हूँ ताकि कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करें तो आपको समझ में आता रहे, ऐसा ना हो कि मैं कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करूँ फिर आपको कुछ पता ही ना चले, राइट? दैट्स द रीजन वी आर जस्ट लाइक शेयरिंग द टोपोलॉजी एंड वी डिस्कसिंग। अगर मैं ये सारी चीज पेपर में बताऊंगा आपको तो शायद समझ में ना आए और मेरे को भी समझाने में मजा ना आए।
Yes, sir.
राइट, तो अभी मेरा ट्रैफिक सर्वर पे आ गया, राइट? तो यहाँ से मेरा ट्रैफिक चल के जो भी इंस्पेक्शन होना था वो करके सर्वर पे आ गया। अभी सर्वर पे गेटवे क्या है, ये वाला। तो टेक्निकली सर्वर किसको रिस्पॉन्स करेगा?
Palo Alto Pro, because the source is from the outside.
सॉरी,
The traffic will move to the Palo Alto.
पालो अल्टो, राइट? But if it will be like send the traffic to Palo Alto, so this is the best like packet processing or what? The packet like this server should respond to this F5 only, right?
Right.
And then F5 should respond to firewall, and firewall will respond to the client. So for that, here like I have did something. So what we need to do? You guys remember what we need to configure here
The source
to
network.
avoid this asymmetric routing? क्या करना पड़ेगा?
We have to change the source that is coming from outside to as per the internal
with
network.
with the help of SNet. अभी देखो इसमें मैंने क्या किया हुआ है, तो अभी हम यहाँ आएंगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पर आ गए। इसमें अभी हमने हटाया हुआ, अच्छा ये दोबारा कॉन्फ़िगर किया था, कोई बात नहीं, इसको भी चेक करते हैं इसमें क्या किया हुआ है। Okay, so let's do the practical, just like we will see like how we can access this or not. Let me do the changes also here, the HTTPS. And I want to access this one. And let me show you something also here. See, it's not opening. तो क्या करते हैं यहाँ पर TCP dump NNI any host. What is the BIP IP? 10.26.1.200 and port 443। ठीक है, अभी मैंने क्या बोला है, टीसीपी डंप में उसको बोला है कि कोई भी ट्रैफिक मेरा बिप पे हिट करेगा विथ 443, तो आपको यहाँ पर मुझे उसका कैप्चर देना, राइट? लेट्स सी, let me open the other Chrome too. No response. So why, like, I'm not able to see any traffic on the F5? Hmm? Because I am accessing from other location, which is not like, in our network. Okay. So sometimes, like, some user is saying, like, I'm not able to access this web anyhow, but other users are able to access. So we need to ask, like, in which VLAN or in which department you are sitting. Like, sometimes people are sitting in the different VLAN, or we can say different department, and they don't have the access to, like, the specific VLAN. So this type of issue also, like, you will face, or you guys are also facing. So HTTPS 200. And you see the traffic. This is the client IP. Port may be random. Traffic going to 10.26.1.200. The port it's using 443. All right. So here we can put Cisco. So your traffic goes to server 1, right? Let's refresh. Server 3, server 2, server 1. Right? Let's remove the SNet. What happened, guys? Anyone? What happened? My servers are down or what?
No, if we remove the source SNet, the traffic is coming to the
Traffic coming to the
firewall. Now the traffic is coming from server to the firewall.
So that's the reason F5 not responding, right?
Yes, sir. We need to write a policy in the firewall.
Okay. Good. Let's take, like, a short break. Okay. We will, like, meet again within the 5 or 10 minutes. 5 or 10. Just give the answer 5 or 10, whatever you want to give.
तो भी आ जाएंगे
Yeah.
सर
वो ठीक है, कभी भी आ जाएंगे, बट एनी स्पेसिफिक टाइम. Okay, so right now it's like 10:48. Let's meet 10:55, right?
Okay.
Just take little break.